fun. I was watching out here dancing and singing away, and it was entertaining. I liked it. So welcome, and again, that is my way of welcoming you. I do it. It's warming. It's very, very heartwarming, isn't it, to hear but it's how I start my job every single day, and it's important for me. I really do try to do a good job every day. I don't take this lightly at all, and I feel strongly about this. You should take pride in your job. Whatever you do, you should do the best you can, because good service, and I don't know if you agree with me, it's hard to find good service anymore. People just aren't trying. I don't know why people aren't, but they're just not trying hard. So when I get it, I'm so appreciative. Last night, I went to dinner and had great service, the perfect waiter, which is hard to find. And everything a waiter should do, this guy did. He didn't rush us, and he brought extra butter, and gave the best foot massage. That's what the extra butter was for. And to me, the perfect waiter knows when I need him and knows when I don't need him, you know? Because sometimes they're too attentive, but he can read my thoughts, he knows my soul, but he never looks me in the eye. But I think that being a waiter, I know, because I was one, it's not an easy job, and some of them have little gimmicks that they try to get the tips, and like, you know, the kind of waiter that they really try to be your best friend in that time that you're there together. And they're just, you know, they just leaning a little too close, and is that your sister or mother, and all the things that, you know. And then just kind of sits in the booth with you for a second to try to help you decide the wine, and pretty soon you're feeding each other and laughing about the time Judith Light stiffed him, and you just, she showed you who was the boss. I'm drunk. Or you have the opinionated waiter that'll let you know everything they think about what you're ordering. I'm going to have a bowl of the soup, excellent choice, and the carpaccio, oh, that's my favorite, and the 4-cheese pizza. Interesting. I always get scared. The waiters that worry me the most, they're the ones that they never write anything down, and it's like there's 6 of you, and they don't have any paper, and you're scared to death, and you're like, you're telling them, and everybody's ordering all kinds of different things, and hold this and add that, and you're like, you're going to remember that? Are you sure you're going to remember that? I got it, that's okay. And so the whole time, you're just worrying that they're going to forget something until you get your meal, and you're like, I'm sure they didn't remember the extra pickle. They did. I cannot believe it. It's amazing. Or the waiter that wants to give you the play-by-play of everything that's going to happen. All right, I'm going to go get those drinks started, and then I'm going to bring you some water, and then I'm going to tell you the specials. Okay, great. And then I'm going to grab a straw, and I'm going to drink the tea with the straw that you bring me, and then I'm going to enjoy it and have a light lunch, and I'll leave a 21% tip, and then I'm going to probably head over to my show and dance. As you can see, the birthday decorations are up already. Look, I got my birthday things right there. Because because, you know, there's times you start decorating things. Like the day after Thanksgiving is when people usually put up their Christmas decorations. And for me, for my birthday decorations, it's 3 days after the Golden Globes. And that's what I did. I like to celebrate all month long. I don't see why you just have to have one day because, you know, it could have been any day that month. And so I say celebrate all month whenever. And I was actually 2 weeks late, so it technically could be my birthday last week. So helping me celebrate today, Piers Brosnan dropped by. He's here. Piers Brosnan. He's in a new movie called The Matador. If you haven't seen The Matador yet, he's so funny in that. He's so hilarious. And also from Project Runway supermodel Heidi Klum is here. Heidi Klum. Right there. And the beautiful, 15 years old, this actress is in the movie with Colin Farrell, The New World. I hope I'm saying this, Koryanka? Koryanka Kilcher is here, 15 years old. Also right there, separately. Right there. At different times, all of them. And yesterday, a couple of people I went to high school with were in the audience, Mark White and Gladys Johnson. I went in Atlanta, Texas, and so they've come a couple of times. They live in Dallas now and surprised me and show up. And I think it's so sweet of them because I never get back to my high school reunion in Atlanta, Texas, because I'm working all the time. So I decided to spring it on everybody here to have my 30th high school reunion, which is coming up here next month. And that's right, Mary, it's okay, right?
That's right.
We're going to do it?
Absolutely.
I'm going to have everybody from my class for my 30-year reunion. I don't know them, but they're coming. They're going to be right here in February. Yeah. All my old boyfriends are going to go, what? Ricky Partain's going to want his promise ring back, I'll tell you that. Sorry, Ricky. And Andy, you're going to chaperone?
That is correct.
All right, great. All right, so it's going to be exciting, because who doesn't want to bring back the memories of this time in your life? Yeah. It was okay to lay back like that in 1976. I was very cool back then. And it's actually maybe a good thing that I don't have so many pictures of me from that time. But I still want pictures. I'm asking people at home if you have pictures of me from, if you knew me at all. I'm piecing my life together, and because my therapist is having a hard time. That picture might help. I don't know. Anyway. Yesterday, I did a monologue about the perfect sandwich. This is what I love about this show. I talk about something, and people watch it, and they respond. The people at Quiznos liked it so much. They know I like sandwiches, and they set up shop in our riffraff room. Everybody's getting a hot, fresh Quiznos sandwich today. Just because I talked about a sandwich. Isn't that nice? That's pretty cool, having your own sandwich shop here. I wish they were here every single day. And it smells good in here. I love a good sandwich, and I love them close by. Everybody in the audience, you've been dancing, so you know the rule. You have to wait 15 minutes, and then we'll get yours. So thank you, Quiznos, and I want to thank everybody also. Everybody is so kind out there who watches. You send me gifts all the time, and whether it's my birthday or not. And so thank you, everybody who sends me stuff. You shouldn't have, but I'm glad you did. I got some birthday gifts right now. I'm going to show you. Who's the first one? This is from Kevin Bender from Elk Grove. Is that right? Elk Grove, California. Hello, Ellen. I was on vacation in Germany and Italy and kept noticing how many little cars zipping around. The cars were actually Ford Kas, K-A''S. The rest of my vacation, each time I saw a Ford Ka, I kept nonstop saying, Ka, to myself. Anyway, since you have a birthday coming up, I had to get you a small car as a gift. So he sent me this, and it's actually a car in Germany and Italy, and it's car, and isn't that cute? It's a lot of fun. They have cars in Boston, too. All right, who's next? This is Steve and, is that right? Steve and Brenda Jansen from West Cliff, Colorado. Dear Ellen, we're sending you a special surprise. We watch your show every day and enjoy the laughter you spread. We've seen other gifts that you've received in the past, but we've never seen you receive one of these. And I have not received one of these. This is it's a personal barbecue steak brand. And so, how about that? Where's the Quizno sandwich? Nate! Hey, Nate! Thank you very much. I told him to put a sandwich aside for me for later on. Thanks, Nate. And so, just to make sure nobody else takes it. There. What else? Hey, Nate, what else is back there? Give me something else. Cheese. Good. I love cheese. That's great. That's my cheese. That's my cheese. Oh, there's nothing like seeing your name on cheese. I'm going to start my own line of cheese. Everybody has perfume and clothing. Who doesn't love dairy, though? This is really, I mean, they're all really thoughtful and nice. This is from Heather Courtney from San Jose, California. Dear Ellen, I heard that your birthday's coming up, so I'm sending you this gift made especially for you by me. It's a custom wooden Ellen in the box. I handcrafted every aspect of these pieces from scratch, building these wooden boxes, sewing the little clothes, and sculpting the faces. This is what I do for a living. I love what you do, and I love watching your show every day while I'm working at my craft table. This is incredible. So she gives me this, and every single thing. All right, look at this. So what I thought everybody should have one of these, all right? So I decided I was going to do a commercial for the company. So, because you deserve to get some help with this. Hello, friends. Ellen DeGeneres here. Are you having trouble finding that perfect gift? Well, look no further. My friends at Pop Art Creations have the solution. Do you like boxes? Do you like things that pop out of them? Then you'll love Ellen in the Box. And you don't have to get one that looks like me. You can get one that looks like you, or your spouse, or your best friend, or Snoop Doggy Dogg, but the important thing is to get one.
Pop Art, it's gift smart.
Thanks for sending in those great gifts. I really, really appreciate it. Thanks a whole lot. All right, boy, those Quiznos sandwiches smell really, really good. Anybody hear me back there? When we come back, Piers Brosnan's going to be sitting right here. We'll be right back. From Remington Steele to James Bond, our first guest is one great actor. He can currently be seen as a hitman suffering a nervous breakdown in The Matador. Take a look. Please welcome back Piers Brosnan. You look fantastic.
Well, I'm trying.
You look really, really good.
Well, you look good yourself,
Oh,
Ellen.
thanks.
Yeah.
And congratulations on the Golden Globe nomination and...
yeah, well, I thought it was...
Yeah.
Thank you. It was great to be nominated. You know,
Yeah.
It was a real leg up for the movie, and But I went to the best man, I think. I thought Joaquin was brilliant.
Oh, Joaquin was
Really
brilliant. I think, you know, and you were brilliant too. It's a tough category. Everybody that was in that category, that was really, and Heath Ledger and everybody was, you know.
Yeah,
that's
it's tough.
It's really hard when it's a year where there's just so many great films and performances. But I thought you were so great in the film, and I love the film. I think it's so good.
Oh, thank you so much. I mean, this guy who wrote this, his name is Richard Shepard, and he sent this as a writing sample to us.
Has he written anything else, or?
Yeah, he did a movie called Oxygen, and Adrian Brody did that, and we're trying to do Thomas Crown 2, and he sent us this script, The Matador.
Yeah.
Well, we're giving it best effort to do Thomas Crown 2, and anyway, this was a writing sample of his work, and we fell in love with it and said, let's go make it.
Wow. I was wondering about the story because it really is. It's so interesting, and you're so different. I mean, everybody knows you so much from, you know, the Bond movies, but then you're so completely different. And how is that for you that you didn't continue doing that? Are you cool with that, or?
Oh, I'm cool with it, yeah. I mean, you go into that gig, you know it's going to end at some time. I mean, my contract was for 4 movies, and I'd done my 4 movies, and they invited me back, and I said yes for the 5th, and then they changed their mind. It's as simple as that. It's show business. You know, I was in the middle of negotiations. You know, one of those things. But no. This.
It is awe. It is. You do feel like that.
But I mean, people ask, and you know, you don't want to lie about things, but it's as simple as that. And I have no hard feelings against them or the business. It's just like, it's a bit of a surprise. It was a bit of a body blow, but the next day I thought, okay, I'm out of it. I'm done, finished. Liberated, free. I can be anything or do anything I want to do.
Yeah.
Because you have a certain responsibility when you play that role. I mean, it's such a, you know, loved character worldwide, and it's like kind of being an ambassador to a small country.
Yeah.
You know, when you play
Well, you were
so.
great. You were a great Bond, and I think everybody thinks that you were absolute.
Thank you.
I mean, the absolute best Bond that there was. It's a hard. I feel sorry for this guy trying to do it.
Thank you.
I mean, that's a really tough thing for this guy stepping in and trying to fill the shoes that you, because you really were the best, I think.
Yeah, well, it was, you know, it was hard for Roger Moore to do it because, and Roger did a brilliant job too. I mean, there was, you know, there'd been Sean Connery, brilliant, and then there's George, and it didn't connect, and then so Roger had to step in. So it's a hard gig. I mean, Sean Connery really set the bar high and made it the iconic cinematic character it is today. So, you know, Daniel Craig was going to do it next. He's a brilliant, sharp actor. He knows what he has to do, and onwards.
It's so interesting too, because you know, and I didn't even realize this when I was reading about you today, that you started as a street performer. You were a fire eater, and to think that, did you know that he did that? So.
Not today.
No. Surprise.
No. Well, I did. I mean, I started in theater and education, and you know, I wanted to be a painter. I wanted to be an artist, and somehow I found acting, and thank God I did. So I had a street theater company, and
Yes, but that's one thing. But then how do you jump to fire eating? I mean, at what point do you go, that can't be that hard to light yourself on fire?
well, it was an arts lab, so there was workshops on fire eating, and I kind of got to the theater one night, and there were about 30 people in there, and there was lots of gorgeous women in there, and they were topless, actually, because to do this with the fire, you can't do that with your clothes on. You have to take your top off. So there was lovely girls in there, so I thought I'd go in and kind of check that out, too. So there was that kind of introduction to it, and you know, so you're watching the girls doing it. Ouch. Anyway, I learned how to fire eat, and
but didn't you almost completely catch on fire on you were a guest on the Muppet Show, and
yeah. Well, it was after I did the first Bond movie. The Muppets called me up and said, you know, we'd like you to be on the show, and they said, do you dance or sing? And I said no, but I used to do a fire eating act, and they said, great, you're in. So I went to the show that day, and you spend the whole day shooting the show. And I made my own brands out of a piece of dowling and cotton wool. I had my kerosene and everything. And the big gag was that the Muppets all thought I was James Bond, and I had to convince them that I was just an actor. So all my stunts went wrong. And this one really did go wrong because we shot the last scene first, and that was me blowing the flames. And I blew the flames, and everybody applauded. They thought I was brilliant. They said, okay, let's go for the take. And the prop master said, listen, guy, I've got this stuff here. It's tasteless, odorless. It's amazing. I said, okay, let's use it. We went out there. Gonzo said, what else can you do? And I said, what about this? And I blew this flame, and it just traced right back into my mouth and blew my mouth up. So I had to continue the rest of the day's work with a lot of blisters and talking like that. That was the last time I ever did the fire
I was going to
eating.
say, that's the last time you've done fire eating.
Yeah.
Wow. We'll be right back after this.
I didn't understand a word I said.
I did.
Really? Well,
We're back with Piers Brosnan. That's from Remington Steele. You were 23 years old then?
I think I was about 24, 25.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
You
Came into this town on a wing and a prayer, and I got Remington Steele. Really did.
I mean, you got it like weeks after you got here, right?
I got it the first week I was here.
That's amazing.
I took out an overdraft. I took out an overdraft from the bank manager of about $2,000, and I said to him I had a job, and I didn't. And I got here, and I found an agent, and the first interview was for this character.
Amazing.
And they said, would you come back at the end of actually 2 weeks? And I said, yeah. And at the end of 2 weeks, they said, would you be prepared to live in America? I said, sure, yeah. And about, 6 weeks later, they called me back, and I got the job.
And you were so good and so smooth and natural. And by the way, everybody's getting a DVD of Remington Steele for you today in the audience. All of you.
Well, I got a present for you.
All right, because I have something for you.
You got something for me? Well, happy birthday from me to you. So there you go. It's just a little gift. I did this in Mexico City.
Is it something you did?
This is, yeah.
He's an artist. He's an actually really... Wow, that's your character in the movie. That's Julian.
That's Julian in the movie.
That's fantastic.
So,
Isn't that amazing?
an enthusiastic painter, as a friend of mine says.
Thank you so... I love it. I
oh,
absolutely love it.
Pleasure.
And when you see the movie, you'll understand what's going on in the background. I have something for you. Now, come here.
Okay, all right.
You come over here.
Yeah.
You get on the... Hey, wait. It's blowing away.
So I get this side?
You get that side. All right, and when you see the movie, you'll understand this, too.
Okay. Oh, my God. Put this in here a little bit.
You were pushing it
There
out.
you go.
The Matador can currently be seen in theaters nationwide. We'll be right back with Koryonka Kilcher, The New World. Don't go away. All right, here's a very, very cool story. Our next guest is only 15 years old, but she beat out 4,000 other women for the starring role as Pocahontas in The New World. Take a look at this. Please welcome Koryonka Kilcher. How many people have seen the movie so far? Anybody seen it? Isn't she phenomenal? Thank you. So I keep trying to get your name right because it's just Koryonka?
Yes, Koryonka Kilcher.
Kilcher. And what does that mean something?
My mom made it up, and in Quechua it means golden eagle.
It's a very beautiful name.
Thank you.
And so is that your full name?
No, my full name is Koryonka Koryana Kilcher.
God
I
bless
wish
you.
it was longer.
Yeah.
I do.
Well, you can add stuff to it.
Yeah.
Why don't you just add stuff every year?
Because it's a part of me, and it's already so like that, and it would be kind of weird to change it. So.
All right. Well, it wouldn't change it. It would just be adding. But you do
Yeah.
what you want. I'm not going to tell you what to do with your name. It's just that I think it's a good idea. Now, you're very talented, because I was just talking to Piers, and he started as a street performer, and that's how you started also, right?
Well, kind of. I liked going down there and performing down there because I just loved being. It was a different form of expressing yourself in a different artistic way, and
Wait, how old were you?
when I started performing, I was 6. I actually started performing on Waikiki Beach.
Uh-huh.
But I started
Singing?
acting and singing when I was 5.
Okay. And so when you say a different way of expressing yourself, rather than playing with blocks, or...
You know,
I mean, what were you doing that you needed a different way to express yourself?
No, you know, when I was 5, my favorite thing to do was go and sit in acting classes, and I wouldn't be a part of the class because I was so young, and it was adult classes, and just try to memorize everyone's lines.
But then you go and you started singing in different places.
Yeah.
And then, so you were singing in Santa Monica at the Promenade, right? Which is
Yeah.
like an outdoor mall where a lot of street performers perform out here. And you were singing and making a lot of money, right?
You know, on the weekends, I would sometimes make up to $2,000 a night.
That's amazing. So you're making all this money, and then somebody stole your equipment out of the car.
It was Memorial Day weekend, actually, and I was 9 years old. And the equipment got stolen, and it happened all really fast. And I didn't know how many fans I had, and I felt so lucky to have them, but they got in contact with LA Times, and they called me in. They had an agent call in, and she gave us $2,500 to replace my sound equipment, and sent me out on an audition for The Grinch That Stole Christmas, and I booked the role.
And you booked that, The Grinch That Stole Christmas, and then you go out against 4,000 girls for this part, and you have to age 8 years in this?
I'm playing 11 and 12 to 21.
Okay, so they're thinking, you know, how are you going to be able to age? And so they kept testing you in different ways on the audition. And how did you finally convince them and get the part?
I sang a blues song called Dr. Feelgood, and that was the deciding point where they said, okay, we're absolutely positively sure that she's going to be able to pull off the more mature Pocahontas.
Our next guest has been called one of the most beautiful women in the world. Currently, she is the host of Bravo's project, Runway. Please welcome supermodel Heidi Klum. Over and over again. You hear him at home all day. You don't need to hear it now.
I thought for sure you were gonna do some like yodeling song or something.
No.
Where I have to do some like chuplata or something.
Well, now that I can see you do that, if you want to do that, you can.
And double stick together. No worries.
Let me just clear it up. I've been saying Project Runaway. I didn't mean that. It's Runway. Project Runway.
What have you said? I didn't hear
I
you
think
say
I've been
before.
saying Project Runaway, which is a different show entirely.
Yes, please don't.
No, it's
Please stay tuned to Project Runway.
Project Runway.
Yes.
As in models.
As in like, yeah,
yes,
exactly.
as in that. Right.
Yes.
I know the difference. This is Runaway, but this is Runway. Yes.
I do that sometimes.
Yeah. Do you call it Runaway also?
Runway.
Yeah.
But I do want to run away because I do get very nervous before I have to do it, and they basically push me out the door.
Really? Do you get nervous?
We all line up, and then you stand there, and my heart goes on. Heidi, go, and then they push you out
still get
literally
nervous?
because otherwise I would like hang on to the wall behind and not go.
Well, that's because none of the shoes fit or anything. I've only been to a couple of shows, but y'all are just jammed into things, and you run out there so fast, nothing really fits.
Sucking your stomach in, shoulders back, so many things you have to think about.
Yeah, I don't, all the stuff that I never do. This is just me, just.
That's what I do normally too, but then you come out and you know.
Yeah. Well, no,
Like
like
your
now
father
that you're
said,
here, I'll
like-
sit different. I'll sit like that, because now I'm self-conscious about it. Did you and Seal have fun at the Golden Globes the other day?
We did. We got totally lost.
You got lost?
Yes.
Before you got there, so you were running late?
No, we were not running late.
Oh,
but
you weren't?
No, but we were going on the red carpet, and I'm like, damn, it's like a really like impressive, you know, red carpet, because we were only going to the in-style dinner. And all of a sudden, you know, they ask us for tickets all the time. We're like, I have no tickets. Babe, do you have any tickets? No, I have no tickets. Oh, just keep on going. We literally passed 3 stages, and they always ask us for tickets. And I'm like, no, we have no tickets. In-style, they never gave us any tickets. And all of a sudden, we were actually at the Golden Globes. We're like, babe, we're at the Golden Globes. We're not really supposed to be here.
I was wondering while y'all were there, you know, because I had my cardboard
too.
cutout there, And y'all didn't stop. Let me just remind you what you did to me. I was trying to get your attention. Nothing. You just go, woo, like that.
Because I figured, why talk to the cutout when I can see you here today?
That's
you know?
true. I guess that's true. Well, a lot of people looked at the cardboard cutout the same way. Like, what am I talking to a cardboard cutout for?
Exactly, because
Yeah.
I knew it was going to come, so.
But I was wondering why you were there. So you didn't mean to go. You accidentally ended up at the Golden Globes.
Yes. We were going to the party for the Golden Globes.
Uh-huh.
You know, they do all these parties, I guess, like right around the corner where they actually happen. And I thought it was like a really awesome red carpet.
Yeah.
You know, I was like,
Yeah.
damn.
For a party.
But they just kept letting us go, and I was like, we have no tickets. Oh, just keep on going. No
Yeah.
worries, just keep on going.
Well, it's
and yet again, you have to go to the metal detector and put
Yeah.
your purse down and everything. Ticket, no ticket. And then I was like, babe, we're actually at the Golden Globes. Like, check it out. Like, they're coming out, you know? I was like, that was weird. So we just waited there for like 5 minutes and then went
And then went to
place
the
where we were
party?
supposed to be, yeah.
Well, y'all are a beautiful couple. Then it's you and Seal. They're not going to stop you. They want y'all there. That's the. And speaking of beautiful, your legs. Now you were talking about being on the runway. Your legs are insured. Is this true for $2.2 million?
I did not have anything to do with that, though.
Who insured them?
A company who I worked for, and they insured my legs. Yeah, I thought it was crazy too, for a lot of money.
Come here. There. Can you
now?
see it? Wait. Yeah.
Yeah, and on this
They're
side,
insured.
on this side, you know, it's very strange. I have like a stupid little scar because when I was little, I fell in this glass.
Uh-huh.
And this one is not as much worth than this
It's
one.
not worth as much?
Yeah, because of this stupid scar.
So this one's
They're
worth
very picky.
How much is this one worth?
This one is 1.2, and this one is one.
Wow. Well, now I may have devalued this. I don't know what I did, but either
No,
I.
this one is more expensive
Maybe
now.
now it's worth more. I don't know.
Yes. Do you have anything insured?
Nothing. No. Well, my funny bone. But let's. We have to take a break. We'll be right back right after this. Coincidentally, when I was on the cover of People, you're in this issue, and it's you and Seal, and your brand new baby. Now, what's your little girl's name?
Lainey.
Lainey, and Henry is the new baby.
Yep.
And you said even
4
more hair
months.
now.
Yeah.
All that hair.
It started getting really curly.
Really adorable. So then 5 weeks after you have this baby, you're on the runway looking like this 5 weeks later. How's that happen? How do you do that?
You know, I sucked my stomach in. What
No,
can I
there's
say?
no way.
It was hard. I worked out. I ate really, really well, and
How much
I
weight did you
worked out.
gain when you were pregnant?
I was about 125 before, and I was 165.
Uh-huh.
I was big. He
Uh-huh.
was big.
That's average,
he was,
right?
He was
That's
an
about
8-pounder.
He was 8?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, he was.
What'd you do?
Nothing.
So, and what is Henry's full name, the baby's full name? Henry?
It's Henry Günther Ademola-2 Samuel. Today you have people on
With a lot of names.
Not
Now-
me, but he does. Yeah.
And why does he have so many names?
Because, you know, we always knew that when we have a boy that his name is going to be Henry, and Henry is one of Seal's names.
Right.
And my father's Günther, his father's Ademola-2 is a made-up name, and then there's Samuel. In Nigeria, the people have a lot of names, and that's...
So we
That's
have
why
a
I have
gift
so
for
many
you
names.
because that's a lot of names for the baby. So we have the names all the way around the entire
Thank
thing.
you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
You know, he won't fit in that. Maybe one of his legs fits. in
Really?
that. Yeah.
He's bigger than that?
Well, because, I don't know, Seal is really big, and that maybe fits one of his thighs.
All right, well-
He is so big.
Really?
Yeah, he's 4 months now, and he looks like 6 months.
All right, we'll get you another one.
He's big.
Yeah, or have another baby and
But thank you.
yeah. All right, Project Runway airs on Bravo Wednesday nights at 10 p.m. We'll be right back. Don't go away. Thank you so much. I want to thank Piers, Brosnan, Koryanka, Kilcher, and Heidi Klum. You have been a great audience, and because of that, you're all going to get sandwiches. Quiznos, that was so kind of you for doing that. Thanks so much.